All right, this is the weekly analysis on gold, but since this is my first forecast for the year, I decided to go to the yearly time frame to see what gold has for us. Looking at the 2025 candle, we can see a strong bullish movement to the upside. And towards the end of 2025, sellers started pushing the candle down, over 2,000 pips pushed to the downside. But due to the run that the bulls had in the year, that kind of push was insignificant to what the buyers did. So this year, 2026, I think since last year ended with sellers announcing themselves that they want to push this market to the downside, let's see if they are really capable to do that. And for us to do that, let's go to this 6 months time frame. Let's check what 6 month time frame had for us. Almost the same thing. It pushed to the downside, but then what the buyers did was too strong. So let's just go straight to 1 month to save time. Going to 1 month, there's one thing I'm noticing here. The buyers could not break this structure to the upside. This candle was unable to close above this, so there's no breakout for buyers. If you check past months, you would see that they were breaking to the upside, breaking to the upside, breaking to the upside. But this particular last push to the upside could not close above here, so making it an announcement. Let me just call it an announcement for buyers to calm down and sellers trying to prove themselves. So aside them closing, there's also this inverted AMA I'm seeing. And this, even though this candle is a green candle, this AMA candle is a green candle. I call it an inverted candle, inverted AMA candle, because it is more of sellers than buyers during this month, which was December. Now coming into January, what am I expecting? Because of these two factors, I'm expecting at least a retracement to fill this fair value gap. Even if it's not going to fill this fair value gap, it should just come down a little bit, because if buyers wanted to keep pushing up, they should have closed above this, not given us this inverted AMA, and then we'll be expecting more push to the upside. So, and aside that, let me quickly check the weekly time frame to see what the weekly time frame is offering. Now, the last week, which was the last week in December, cancelled the previous week. Like the power of the buyers and the sellers are negating each other. So buyers pushed up and sellers negated this push with this red candle. This could have been bearish engulfing candle, but this candle didn't close. The wick of this red candle didn't go above this green candle. So I can't call this an engulfing, but I can also say through the psychology of this candle, it is negating what the buyers are trying to do. So we have sell signals coming from the market already. We are listening to we trade what we see, not what we feel. So all these are pointing to one thing, and that shows us that if sellers are ready to take control completely, they must break a structure to the downside, because breakout is our direction. Always remember that breakout is our direction. Now let's go to daily time frame to see if they give us that. Now, before we can see a breakout, we must see a break of a swing low, and which was this low. This low should be taken before we can now decide that sellers are actually serious to go to the downside. But based on what happened last week, they came close to the low. They didn't even take it as liquidity. From this top, no liquidity was taken on daily time frame, and they did not take this liquidity, let alone closing below it. So it is kind of tricky, because market can just do something like this again this week and push up, keep pushing up to the all-time high. But based on the information I have and what I've been talking about, this is the only thing left. This place is the only place left. Market to just do something, and I'll change my bias to like selling. But if I try to this is what the candlesticks patterns are saying, I can see the selling pressure right from here. We saw a massive, strong selling pressure on the daily time frame. And the next candle give us inverted AMA. We can call this a gravestone doji based on how you are seeing it. And then this candle was giving us motivation, like, okay, buyers want to step it again. But this last candle give me another bearish candle. Not this is not a bearish candle, but this is like another inverted AMA. So this inverted AMA is saying a lot to this swing low I'm expecting them to break. So this week, I'm expecting them to break this low. Not 100% possibility, but if that happens, if we see a successful close of a daily candle below this, I'll be expecting this to happen. I have to come down. I have to come down. But if we see more bullish candlestick patterns forming at this zone, probably they will just come down, then take this liquidity. Then we see more bullish candles forming, like maybe the AMA, Dojai, then I can expect a push up again. Is it back to the all-time high? No, I can't really say that for now because I'll just expect them to push up to fill this fair value gap. And if we see more bullish pressure, then we can take the all-time high once again. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. I'll see you next week.